Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subscribed. I'm going to do this video, I've been meaning to do it for ages. Heart to heart, sad news. This was when Bridget had died, and her thumbnail is her with a tissue to her eye. Don't most people, when their beloved pet dies, do a video with the picture of their pet? Yeah. Narcissists can't seem to be able to get a grip with that. Anyway, shall we jump in?
Hey guys, it's me and it's Sunday, and today I thought what we would do is sit down together and have a little heart to heart, meaning sharing my heart with you guys. There are a lot of things that have been going on. One big main thing that's been going on here that I haven't told you guys about, and I feel like maybe, I've had people say, oh, your video sucks since you've been there. And I feel like a lot of you can feel that there's something, wrong with me. So I wanted to just tell you about a few things that have gone on, not to mention everything else. Matter of fact, I have a list of sad things to tell you about. Because
she's got a list of sad things to tell us about. What are we? A minute in. Not a mention of Bridget yet. But she's got a list of sad things. I'm dying to hear what's on the list.
Because I am not the kind of person who shares bad news. I'm just not. Just like I didn't tell you for years that I was having health issues.
That's hardly bad news that you need to share with all and sundry that you've got IBS. Who needs to know? Oh, hi folks, it's me, it's Friday and I haven't had a poo for a fortnight. Who cares?
I didn't tell John forever.
God, they're so close, aren't they, her and John? Wow. I think my husband might notice when I'm sick. In fact, he does. He often comes in here and tells me I'm looking pale. And do I need anything? And I'm always the first thought on his mind. God bless him. He's a good one. But I'm sure if I was trying to hide something, he'd see it. Even my kids can tell when I'm not well. But John didn't know and you didn't tell him. Okay.
I think, I would mention it to my parents and everything. And I might have mentioned here and there things to John, but...
Because you tell your parents everything because you're still 11 in your head. Did you know she goes for Sunday dinner to her parents every week? Does anyone else go with her? No. Who, at 50, still goes to their parents for dinner every Sunday and doesn't bring the family with them? Isn't that the point? I used to go to my mother-in-law's for Sunday dinner so that she could see my son. Not so she could see me, and so she could see her son.
I'm just not one who complains a lot.
Okay.
About things like that. I might complain about other things. I'm not trying to say I'm so positive or anything. But it's just not my first instinct to share bad things. And I think it's a selfish thing. Because it's kind of...
Yeah, it's like your mama said, isn't it? Put them bad thoughts out of your head, and if you don't talk about them, they're not real.
Like if you don't talk about it, then you don't have to think about it, and you don't have to think about it happening. And it's just like kind of like a survivor instinct of mine. In my house video, I told you guys that things just haven't been right. And I hate to say this. It's not that I don't like where I live, because I understand the situation, but...
You're 50 years of age. Your husband has just retired. And you decided you wanted a new house. So, you sold your house, you're now in a rental, You're not in a fucking caravan in the back garden of your new house that's being built, freezing cold in the middle of winter with a hole in the roof. No. You're in a lovely rental house that you're still not fucking happy with, and you're having your dream home built for you. What the fuck have you got to be sad about? Oh, I know. I know what was really pissing her off. Hard water. There. She didn't like the water in the rental house. Sent her into a fucking tailspin. And this is the woman that you're coming here to defend. Watch the fucking video. Listen to what she's saying. Just listen for a change. And see what she's really like. Where are we now? 2 minutes, no mention of Bridget.
This house is so different than our other house. We had lived in that other house for 20 years. And I was so spoiled. I was so spoiled to all that light coming through.
I was so spoiled with all the light coming through the windows. That's what's pissing her off. That she hasn't got light for her videos. Really. Not, I was spoiled because I got everything I ever asked for and never had to work and never had to contribute anything. No, I was spoiled because the windows let the sun in. Jesus H. Christ.
Through my house. I was so spoiled to my routine. I was so spoiled to my beautiful camera setup with my table and I had a big triple window. So
Me. I haven't heard you mention anybody else. My camera, my videos, the sun coming through on me, my routine. Yeah. She's not a narc though. No, I'm the meanie. Yeah, whatever.
So my lighting was very, very easy. In this room, it's not as easy. I do have a double window there, but then you guys would have to look at the stairway, a closet, the bathroom, and then I would have to worry about keeping those, so tidy all the time.
Really? All you have to do with the bathroom is turn the fucking light off and shut the door. And the closet, shut the door. There, problem solved. But you can't be bothered doing that. I've seen other videos, I've seen thumbnails for other videos where you're sat the other way because you want the sun from the window and you've got the bathroom light on, the doors open. Why? Because you don't pay the fucking bills, that's why. So you don't give a shit about the electric being on and big fucking lights in front of you and all the rest of the bollocks that you've got plugged in. You've got the whole of the upstairs of this rental home for you, while you're waiting for your dream home to be built, which you then have the whole upstairs of. But you're sad. Don't we all feel fucking sorry for her? 2.5 minutes, no mention of Bridget.
Come on up. Come on. Come on. Chanel wants to say hello. Hey, baby. We have been ferminating her lately.
Lately. Ferminating her lately. No, you never used to do that before, did you? And you're saying we. What that actually means is John's doing it. When she says we, that means John.
She goes in the kitchen at night and she just cries for that ferminator. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but I think because she's a little on the heavy side,
A little on the heavy side. She's a lump. You were supposed to be putting her on a diet for her own good health, but did you? No, she's an even bigger lump now.
Can't clean her back and, around her tail.
And you know why that is? That's because she puts out a big, huge bowl of food that they're all supposed to share. But Chanel doesn't know the word share, and she just keeps eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. You're supposed to measure it out, Dumpkin.
Tail that good, so she just loves it when I brush her with that and get all that yucky, like under fur or under coat.
Yucky. Why is everything yucky to you? The yuck doctor. That's yucky. You only want yummy foundation. You're fucking weird, you are. Where are we? 3 minutes. No mention of Bridget.
Out. Anyway, so Nene has been doing good. So anyway, that is just a big thing. It's just, I feel just like I'm in a holding pattern. And yesterday we went out, and I think I posted a picture on my Instagram. They did start clearing our lot, and I had someone ask me about the trees. We could not keep any trees. We're not going to have a big yard. Our house is going to take up the majority of our yard, which is what we wanted. We've had a big yard. We've been there. We've done that. We want minimal yard.
Yeah, that was one thing John got. Fair play, John. Who did the yard? John. Who blew the leaves? John. Who washed the outside of the house? John. Who went to the grocery shop? John. Who fed the kids? John. Who drove you all to a restaurant every night of the week because you couldn't be arsed cooking? John. Who doesn't get to go to a restaurant to eat out now because you've decided that you're a carnivore? Who doesn't get to go to the cinema anymore because you can't walk past popcorn and not buy it? It's all about Lisa. If you've been watching her for years and you haven't figured that out yet, I feel really sorry for you. I really do. If you're just watching her to see what she's bought, fine. If you're just watching her to find out what the new fucking thing out this week is, great. But if you're watching her thinking that she's a nice, kind person that's doing all this for you and this is her job, you've been hoodwinked. She was doing Friday hauls before she ever joined YouTube. She used to clean up her parents' house for her, and they paid her $50. And then John matched it with another $50. And she used to get Brooke all gussied up, and they'd go to the mall with her $100, and she'd spend it all on herself, and then she'd come home and show John what she bought. Now she gets to do it every week on YouTube and pretend that she's providing a service when she's not. If YouTube went tits up tomorrow, she would still be doing the same thing. And if you don't realise that, I don't know what else I can say. Nearly 4 minutes and no mention of Bridget.
So to get our house on the lot, they're not big lots, we had to cut down all the trees. So that wasn't like a thing, that I just wanted all the trees gone. It just had to be, matter of fact, they did it and didn't even tell us which ones because they just had to cut them down. So that is exciting. That has given me a little bit of like a boost and like something to look forward to. Are you guys like that? You love something to look forward to. And it has also...
Yeah, you guys like that. Everybody loves something to look forward to, Lisa. But not all of us are as lucky as you to have a new house or a Tesla or whatever else it is. You see, you've got the Tesla now, so you're pining after something else. Fuck knows what that is, but we'll soon find out. Everybody likes something to look forward to. But do you have any idea what's going on at the moment in the world? None. She lives in a fucking bubble.
Also inspired me, like for my channel, because I'm going to take you guys with me. And I know a lot of you get worried about me showing too much and my safety, but believe me, when someone wants to find out where you live, they will find out where you live. So that isn't, I'm going to have a big security system. We've already handled all that, and it's going to be a secure neighborhood, so don't worry about that. But I really want to take you guys with me as much as I can and show you the progress of the house, because they are still confident that they're going to get it done by June or July, so it should, it should go fast. Okay, so that's something, my routine is very interrupted.
Wah.
Which, when, I know, it's no big deal, but that's just part of it. I had a major routine going in my other house. I mean, down to at 8:30, I go downstairs, I do this, I sit on the back porch until 9 o'clock, and then I do this. And I mean, I just had this like major routine. And it's not that I can't, I'm trying to get back into forming another routine. But
Oh, don't you feel sorry for her? Her routine's messed up. Oh, shut the fuck up, you whinging little brat. 5 minutes, 15 seconds, and still no mention of Bridget.
I just haven't done that yet. And so that is on my to-do list because I'm trying to get a grip.
I wish you would get a fucking grip. She's got a to-do list. Make new routine. Really?
Trying to get a grip. Winter. It's winter. I'm very down in the winter. Luckily, it's been sunny. Like today, it's sunny. But it's cold. The high is 48. So I'm just going to throw on one of my big, heaviest black blazers. Probably that one from...
Really? You've got 9 million fucking faux furs. You could put a sweater on if you're cold. It's cold, folks. That's upset her as well. So her routine's fucked. And she's cold. And she hasn't got the same lighting. Don't you really feel bad for her?
My 20s that I have. And today I am going to, I don't care if I have to go to 10 places, I am going to go get that new CoverGirl foundation. And I've already looked online. I see the 3 colors that I might be. I think it's like, anyway, it's like 3 of them. Natural beige, medium beige, and warm beige, I think. I'm going to get those so that I get the right color. And we're going to do a review. And
we're not going to do a review, are we? You are. See, this is what they do. They sort of cajole you and drag you in. I'm doing it for you. We're doing this together. And the poor lonely people out there believe all this fucking nonsense.
And try on and all that stuff. Another thing, and this is so trivial. And
so why are you telling us then?
You guys do know about it because I whine and cry about it. But I can't help it. It's something that bothers me. The hard water and my hair. Last night, John just changed the filter on that shower because he can tell too. With his bald head, he can still tell when the water is...
6.5 minutes whining about hard water, no light, the cold, and her routine. Are you paying attention?
It's hard because your soap won't foam up, and I know some people don't like the way a water softener feels. They say it makes them feel slimy. Well, I guess I'm so used to it, I want to feel slimy. Because when your water is hard, it leaves like almost like a prickly dry feeling. And I cannot tell you how dry my skin is. And you are going to see it firsthand because I have done I don't want to tell too much, but I've done a one-leg experiment with my Kenzie. And so I've had to take pictures with no lotion on my legs because when you do that, you can't use lotion. And it's embarrassing, but I'm just going to have to be embarrassed. But anyway, so that'll be coming soon.
7 minutes, 17 seconds. Whinging about everything that's made her sad. Not the loss of a dog. No. Don't be under the illusion that the loss of her dog has affected her, because if it had, wouldn't Bridget be the first thing she mentioned? Which bit of this do you not understand, people?
My skin is just so dry. So, like last night, I washed my hair, and I am just not used to my hair being tangly at all. I'm just not used to it, and now it is so tangly, and I'm just thankful that I will have a water softener soon, and when summer gets here, I will not be styling my hair as much. I can let it dry natural. So that's what I kind of do. That's one of my coping skills is things to look forward to, or things to get happy about, or things to get into. And that's probably why I wouldn't say it's why I've gotten into watches. I've always loved watches. Some of you said you even found me through my Michael Kors watch escapade.
You never wear watches though, do you? And you so badly had to have a Rolex that Daddy gave you one of his. And then you never wore it. But then that wasn't good enough. You had to go and buy your own Rolex that you were never going to wear. 8 minutes.
Paid. So, but that has been like a bright spot in my life. And it's been like a bonding thing with my parents. And it's just been one of those things. And COVID, of course. And, you know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I personally know people that have passed away. I mean, one lady that worked somewhere I go all the time, and
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the poor lady that lost her life to COVID. It's like to draw from her massive friend pool. It's a lady at a counter somewhere. What does that tell you, folks? And don't be fooled by her feeling bad about people having COVID. All she was pissed off about was she couldn't go shopping and she had to wear a mask and you couldn't see her lip combo.
she was in her 50s and seemed like the healthiest person on the planet. I mean, it has just been scary. I've been scared for my parents. I have been scared for us. I've been scared for John. And just the constant everyday doom and gloom, you know, it just gets you down. So those are a few reasons why I've been just not myself, and I'm going to try to get through this without crying.
9 minutes.
And for all of you out there that I text with and I have like more of a personal relationship with, I probably have not told a lot of you, but we had to say, and I don't want to cry, we had to say goodbye to Bridget the Wednesday before Christmas. And hold on, I'm gonna try to suck it up. But life isn't the same. I'm gonna try to get a grip. I've got my Diet Coke here, and I don't want to mess up my makeup because I have too many places to go.
I don't want to mess up my makeup. Really. Are the places you have to go going to be even bothered if you have no makeup on? These are the throwaway comments that you need to pay attention to, people. This is what narcs do. They tell you who they are, but you need to listen. And the majority of you have not been listening by the sounds of things. She was fucking pissed off with Bridget. Oh, she's never happy. Oh, she's whinging and crying. Oh, she's this and she's that. Yeah, because she's been put in a new house and she doesn't know which is up. You're pissed off because you haven't got a fucking water softener. But she's not allowed to be out of sorts, is she?
But as you can imagine, even since we got here, it has been not good with Bridget. For one thing, this didn't ever bother John that bad, but it really bothered me, like every day, all day, is her going blind. And so when we moved here, she did real good she never once pottied on the floor. And she did real good at, knowing where the door was to go outside and everything, but she would still like run into the wall. And it was just bad. So I think the worst part is like when I would come home, we were used to her. As soon as she would see you, of course she can't see us now, but at the old house she could see us pull up and she would be waiting at the garage door and she would almost fall out the door because she couldn't wait to get to us, We had slowly gotten to where she couldn't hear very well either. And so she was not getting out of her bed, which that was at our old house. She did that too. But here, you would come in and she would be asleep. And I was having to like heat her blankets and everything to even get her to like get in her bed and get settled down before I could even leave. Because otherwise she just followed me around because she was so like insecure. Like if Brooke was here, she would get in.
And you didn't want her following you around because? This is the bit I don't understand. If you're that upset about the loss of her, when she was there and she was following you around and you knew her time was limited, why weren't you happy about that?
Brooke's bed with her, but she just didn't want you to leave. And I never go for too long. I've never gone for over like 2 hours, probably at the max. And but what would break my heart is when I would get back and I would wake her up, and the way she would look up and like try to find me, and that really, was just tough. You guys, I really didn't even think I would cry.
No, you've surprised me as well, to be honest. But have you noticed everything she's saying is not poor Bridget, she couldn't see. It's how it upset Lisa. Lisa isn't upset for Bridget. It upset her. You have to listen, people. Fucking pay attention to what she's saying.
It's the truth. But I've had it. I have put this on the back burner for a long time now. And so we have had a hard time. And I was used to her sleeping with us. You don't realize it's like having, and I don't like it when people say that pets are equal to children, because they're not. But it is weird not having that there's not a day that goes by that I don't leave and think, I got to take Bridget out. Or when I'm out and I have this feeling like I've been gone too long, I need to go home and let Bridget out. And now I can't even stand to walk to the trash can because it just reminds me of, walking her and everything. I promise I won't do this again. Anyway, she passed away on, let's see, Christmas Eve was Thursday, so Wednesday. We had a really, really rough night. Tuesday night, she was practically dying in front of our eyes, and I was so scared she was going to have a seizure, but anyway, I won't go into all that because it's not.
Isn't it funny how these are exactly the same things Lardy said? That Bella was blind and deaf, and that she didn't want to come out and find her having a seizure on a Sunday when there wasn't a vet open. Yeah, you just need to listen, folks.
Pretty. But anyway, so it's just we're all whacked out, and I try not to be that way. I try to be thankful, but we really, she was a little over 11, and we're just thankful. So, we did have her cremated. So here she is, and here is her little paw print, and the little card, and we got a really nice sympathy card because, they all knew Bridget. I had been taking her to that vet.
Yeah, Lardy got a sympathy card as well. Isn't that weird? Very strange. I must say one thing though, I am happy that you've got her ashes. And you do actually look upset, which I'm very surprised about. I didn't think you would be. But shouldn't you have spoken about Bridget at the start? Or just dedicated a video to Bridget? Rather than your fucking light and your hard water and all the rest of the bollocks.
The day that you guys saw her on YouTube, you guys saw her before anybody else did, because I had done that video before I even picked up Brooke or anything. Well, I had taken her to the vet before I even came home that day, and they really couldn't do much because she was less than a pound. And so I'd been taking her there since then. And if you didn't know, she had a bad liver. She had been practically in liver failure for years now. And we had, just done everything we could. We had just done everything. I mean, that's why they couldn't.
John did everything. John took her out for walks. John took her to the vet. I heard you speaking to him. How did it go at the vet? Because you didn't take her. You were too busy making videos. Are these guilt tears that you didn't do what you should have done? Who knows?
And operate on her cataracts. they just had gotten to the point, you know, back, I think when I told you at that video when I was at the beach and I told you it was getting bad again, they basically told us then that we had pretty much done all we could do, that we could run more tests, but we couldn't do anything about it even if we found something. So, I mean, we knew this day was coming, but this is a magazine that I've had in my bathroom, you know, with all my magazines for a long time. Matter of fact, it's from 2017. And John always said, I don't know if you can see this little French bulldog right there. He always said that that dog reminded him of Bridget because she did have that like little dark snout and everything. And when we picked out our house, it has like we actually have double doors with all the glass and everything. And he said he can't wait to see Bridget coming through those doors like that. You know, he was going to take a picture of her. This just reminded him so much of Bridget. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Bridget with us to our new home.
I should bloody well think so. Where else were you going to put her?
And we've planned on burying her at our new home and making a little place for her, but I don't know. We've had her on our mantle, and I don't know if we'll be able to let her go. But I will say, this is the first dog I've ever had cremated, or animal, and brought home, and there was a certain amount of comfort in that. And I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that, like when I had to go pick her up, they came out and spoke to me and everything. It really has been nice. We kind of felt like she was back home, you know. So I did not mean this for this to be like a teary, you know.
But that's the point, Lisa. Most people cry when they lose a pet. It's normal. Perhaps if you did more of that, you'd show people the other side of you. If there is another side.
Thing here, I was hoping I could get through it without being sad, but I'm just telling you, it's just been worse than we thought. Just little things like coming home as a family, like coming home on Christmas Eve and her not being here. And, you know, Brooke is the type that I'm the type that just tries to ignore what is making me sad, and Brooke is the type that just rolls around in it and plays sad songs and all that stuff. And so Brooke has been like really extra sad too, and then that makes me sad. You know, Will, he was very sad, especially that night, the bad night. It was just, you know, we all knew it was coming. So, and John, you know, he's had a hard time. That was his girl, and so we have not been the same. So we are looking forward to the new chapter in our life, and you know, building new memories and stuff like that. And I just had, the only reason I didn't tell you guys is because I didn't want to do this. And
really, Lisa, it's normal. It's absolutely normal to break down and cry when you lose a pet that you've had, what did you say, 11 years? I had a budgie. I only had him 2 years. And then I went to work at Butlins and I couldn't take him and I had to leave him with my mum. And when I came back in between seasons, he died. I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. You'd think my whole world had come to an end. And that was just a little budgie. He was cute though. He couldn't fly because his wings had been damaged at birth. And this woman had bought him for her son and then found out her son had asthma, so she had to give him away. So I got him, and he talked, and he was the most talkative little bird. He picked up everything, and all my friends, everything they'd say in their accents and everything. He was amazing. And I only had him for just over 2 years, but I was gutted, absolutely gutted when he passed. So why does she want to hide that side of her? Is it because her mother said, keep all the dark thoughts away, forget it? I think that's done her more damage than good, personally.
And I didn't want to try to exploit, you know, I don't know, sometimes I think people tell too much. They tell too much, and I just think, no, you know, don't talk about that, you know. I just think some things are private, but I do know you guys loved her, and if no one had asked me about her, I don't know if I ever would have told you. but I've had people start asking me about her. And, you know, you were used to seeing her, and I had kind of probably told you too much already and gotten everybody involved. And so I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you. And like just now, John was up here working on my computer. I can't get if anybody out there cannot get your podcast on my iMac, I can't get this little thing that pops up for me to sign into podcasts. It will not go away. I'm going to have to just break down and call Apple Care. But he was trying to help me with that. And I came up here and I told us that I'm going to tell him about Bridget. And he said, oh no. It's just like a bad thing. And we are not N-O-T getting another dog. My dad swears we bet $100 that I would have another dog in 6 months. And I told Mama, I said, he's going to lose that $100 because she was the one and only. There is no other dog like her. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so let's just change it up a little bit and do an outfit.
I needed to notice when she started talking and see how long she spent talking about Bridget. About 9.5 minutes. So Bridget got about 10 minutes. Wow, I'm surprised she got that long, to be honest. So now what are we going to talk about? Makeup and hair.
Of the day. I don't have any shoes on yet because the other day I wore these pants and I'll put the ones I wore the other day on. I don't know if I'll wear these today because it's colder, but I might. I'm going to put that big coat on, and I'm not someone who just likes to be covered. I feel like I like some little bit of skin to show, so I might still wear my Bottega shoes, but let me stand up and I'll show you. Okay, so these are a pair of the pants, the trousers that I got from Express. Oh, these are so nice, you guys. So I wore them the other day and I loved them. So I wanted to wear the red ones today, but I just don't have the right thing to go with those yet. So I just wanted to show you these because they are an awesome pair of pants. The only thing is they are more of a mid-rise. They're not high-rise. So just keep that in mind. And then I bought this and meant to show it to you when I showed you the men's H&M blazer. And the one thing I will say is this is like the smallest one, and I like it, but I think I might get a bigger one too that just hangs real big.
I've never known anyone who puts so much thought into fucking getting dressed. People that dress celebrities don't put this much fucking thought into it, I'm sure.
Like I said, I have on the Bottega shoes. Because I don't know, I feel like I like my toes showing. I feel like if I have boots on, it'll just be too much. I'll wear these soon so I can show you, but I don't know if on my trend video, I put down there, I couldn't decide. I wanted some of these like mini Uggs, and I couldn't decide if I wanted the one with the wedge or no wedge. Well, my decision
was to get both, probably.
Was pretty easy because I could not find the ultra mini ones with no wedge anywhere in my size. I'm going to look again soon because I want those like in the brown, the chestnut. But I got these with the wedge and they are so cute and they are so comfortable. I love them. So I'm looking forward to wearing these. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow and I'll try to make a video, at least an outfit of the day, and or I'll try that foundation. And I was thinking these would look good with leggings and just a big, like my big Levi's corduroy jacket or a big moto or something. So loving those. Accessories, I just have on my citrine Dean Davidson earrings and the citrine castle ring. My nail polish is the Gucci nail polish in black. The necklace that my parents gave me that says the world is yours. And then this is that.
Isn't it though? That's the truest sentence they've ever said. Lisa gets what Lisa wants. The world is yours.
Amazing 10 karat gold necklace from Walmart. I love it. It is just the best little layering piece. And then my watch that you guys have already seen, and that is it. So I hope you guys, I know you didn't enjoy this. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that I did not think I would cry. But, you know, I am human, and I try to act tough, and I try to act like things don't bother me, but they do. I even try to act like they don't bother me to myself. And I think it's part, if you're a Virgo, you know what I mean? It's like, I just kind of tell myself I don't have time to be upset. But when you kind of push stuff back and push stuff back, eventually I think it comes out. So maybe now that I've told you guys and I've poured my heart out to you, maybe I can get a grip and get back to my old self. I've been working this morning on some videos, one on how I grew my hair long, and
Oh, I can't wait for that one. What miracle cure do you have for hair growing? Extensions, maybe. Yeah.
somewhat healthy, and some different videos like that. Definitely a skincare video coming up, and lots of good stuff. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. That helps me so much.
When did she start saying that? She never used to ask for subscribers, ever. While she's at it, I'm at it as well. If you haven't subbed, please do. It makes the world a difference. I love seeing the numbers go up. And to all of you that have, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Please like my videos. That helps me so much. It just helps my videos show up more on YouTube, and I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, and a picture of Bridget. I was wondering if we'd ever get a picture of Bridget. R.I.P. little doggy. Thanks for staying to the end with me if you did. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.